Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Hell's Kitchen.
Oh my god, it was so scary. Jason was pissed that he was nominated. It was all like, peh!
He shouldn't have been pissed. It was 2 hours of deliciousness.
It certainly was. Well, he had a freaking scary-ass fit. And
bleeding-ass fit.
Yeah.
I love that.
He was, like, ready to bust up this chair. Like it was somebody's head.
Yeah, well...
He controlled himself, though.
Hell's Kitchen was open for lunch.
They gotta learn a little teamwork, because apparently everyone's out for themselves.
True that.
So whoever finishes the service first ends up winning the reward. Well, the USC Trojans showed up for lunch. Da, 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 da. Yeah, right.
Because Ramsey was like, they know how to be a team and blah, blah, blah. So they had to serve them.
All right, well, let's make a long story short. It came down to 3 tickets per team. Mm-hmm. And it was freaking pandemonium up in there. It was crazy.
And the ladies finally won a challenge.
Finally. They won a day at the Malibu Beach Inn. They got there via Woody's. The cars. All right. So, and Chef Ramsey was there with his family. You know, Matilda Naughty Knickers.
Oh my god, when he said Naughty Knickers Matilda, I wanted to die. It was hilarious.
It was awesome.
So they had a soccer game, ladies versus the Ramseys.
Right. I don't remember who won. Did they even say?
I don't know.
Who cares? All right. So the men, as their punishment, they have to clean up the LA River.
Wearing these yellow jumpsuits that looked like prison suits.
Where was Sandy and Danny Zuka?
Oh my god! It was crazy.
It was so just like the movie.
It was like the spot where they had the drag race.
Right. It was filthy, though. And, you know, shopping carts and body parts and...
What the hell? That was disgusting.
Yeah. You dirty California people. New York is so clean compared to that.
No. Okay, moving on.
Dinner service. And that MILF Fran burnt her arm.
Self-proclaimed MILF. Sorry,
How did she even say that with a straight face?
I don't know, but she burnt her arm to crap. But she didn't want to miss service, so she tried to tough it out.
Yeah. But
she sucked it in as opposed to sucking it up.
Right. I guess that's different.
I think that's her way of saying suck it up.
All right. Well, one person from each team is going to be a little Jean Philippe. They are going to dress up in Jean Philippe's clothes. This sounds really bad, but they are assistant maitre d's for the service.
Because Ramsey wanted to see what Jean Philippe has to go through when the kitchen is sucking.
Apparently a lot. So it was Holly and Salvatore.
Yeah. Salvatore was like, I can't speak the English.
He can't write apparently either. Yeah. His handwriting is total crap. So he ended up screwing up a ticket, which had the dish sent back to the kitchen because it was not written on there how the meat was supposed to be cooked.
Yeah, so then JP had to start writing out his tickets, and it just got crazy.
Well, Salvatore got really upset, and he was like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
And Jean Philippe was all inspirational, and he was like, fight back, young man.
Wait, don't go. Chef Ramsey berates me all the time. He calls me 10,000 different names, but I hold my head high and smile. So, yeah. He convinced him to come back to the dining room, so...
Good job, JP.
I know. Fran was really having some trouble on the meat station, though.
She was freaking out because her arm was like a piece of toast.
It was like a piece of cooked meat. It was disgusting.
The meat coming right off the bone. Right, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. All right, Scott's a pain in the ass, too. He's a micromanager. And
I hate how, like, people would be trying to give him help, and he's like, no. But then he's, like, all over in everyone else's
I am helping
stations.
you. It's happening. Yeah, so Fran's hand is the flesh is like starting to come off. It's pretty bad.
So they finally forced her to go to see the medic.
I'm surprised they didn't put a freaking plastic glove on her.
Why wasn't she wearing a glove?
That was disgusting. All right, miraculously, with her chopped meat hand, they managed to finish the service.
As did the men's team.
Well, right. I meant they all finished, but the men's team were actually the winners. Because of Benjamin, the star meat cooker.
Yep.
All right, so the ladies ended up nominating Fran and Jamie. No surprise there.
Yeah, so Ramsey had a good old classic fake out. He acted like he was going to get rid of Fran, and then he was like, oh, I don't know if I can teach an old dog new tricks.
Oh, MILF. All right, so...
And then he decided, oh, Jamie's out.
You can fight back. All right. I don't remember the last time that he's done an elimination without a fake out, so I'm getting really tired of the fake out.
He's turning into So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes.
But they're both on Fox, so
I think
Fox just likes
Fox
that.
crossover. All right, so yeah, they changed the schedule again, and now we're back to the 2-hour schedule. So part 2, Scott and Salvatore were up early to study each other. No. Just the menu.
Ew.
All right, so they wrote this week. The challenge is you have to roll the dice for the ingredients.
It was the whole gambling thing. They've done it before. It's the pancake breakfast.
We do it every month. Yeah. I don't know why they put the old gambling thing in there because the prize is no longer in Vegas, but whatever. What do I know?
It's a fun challenge.
It's all right. You know, the old letter dice. So Scott wanted Ramsey to blow on the dice for luck.
Ramsey was like, F you.
Get the F out of here. Micromanaged freak.
Yeah.
All right. So the men ended up with halibut, endive, salsify, crab, peas, and bacon.
And the ladies picked the weird combination of beets,
what the hell
shallots,
were they thinking?
mango, turnips, duck, and ham.
So not appetizing.
Yeah, so they had 30 minutes to use those ingredients to make a meal.
Both teams did really good, but the men won because of the simple reason the duck was too fatty, Nilka.
At least she owned up to it.
Yeah, that's all right. So the ladies, as their punishment, will be cleaning Hell's Kitchen and prepping both kitchens, the men's and the ladies', because dinner service is that night.
Uh-oh, and the men get to go skydiving.
But Ramsey, I'm not no pterodactyl.
What do you think I am? Some kind of a pterodactyl?
All right, calm down, Jason, because it's fake skydiving. It's a simulator.
Those things are so cool.
They are, but I'd still be like,
No, I'd do it.
All right, well, it was all right.
Was it?
It was all right.
Everyone seemed to have a good time.
Everyone survived. All right, so time for dinner service, and Maria is upset because she's overwhelmed.
Crying.
Cry.
Because they had like an hour left, and they still had to prep for the men's kitchen.
Yeah. Then there was the old pep talk from the sous chef.
Chef Andy.
She made it right as rain. So guess what? The little twist this week is chef's tables. But the interesting part is the guests. All right, ladies, they get Kevin Frazier and his wife, you know, Mr. Entertainment Tonight. And the men get Mr. and Mrs. Debbie Mazar.
Debbie Mazar's husband is a chef, so...
And he also looks like he's about 15 years old.
I don't think he looked that young.
I
You
know.
didn't see a good picture of him.
I know for a fact she's my age. I'm pretty sure she got herself a little toy boy. But
I couldn't find his age on the internet, so if anyone knows...
Yeah, put it in the comments, please. Scott, do me a favor. Butt the hell out.
Seriously?
So annoying. Siobhan, you putting lobster in my crab capellini.
Twice. But to her defense, there was lobster in like the crab container.
I think it was a plant.
You should have known.
I think it was a plant.
You should have known.
Ed had trouble on the garnish station. Did I just say garnish?
You did.
Garnish. My dentures are slipping. All right. Autumn, respect the ingredients, bitch.
She like dumped this food in the fire. She's like, yeah, like 2 minutes, chef.
And she picked up the halibut with tongs. No, you use a spatula. All right, so Nilka totally rocked out on the Wellingtons.
She was working it.
She really was. And
Scott, on the other hand, was effing up the meats. He was serving out like raw Wellington.
I know. That was just not good.
Ew, they wanted it rare, not raw.
It was mooing. All right. They ended up finishing service by some small miracle. And Ramsey actually had compliments to go around.
Like,
how
wow,
rare is that,
did a good
Scott?
Job.
Yeah. Especially Salvatore.
And Nilka.
He's not just some pizza chef. And, you know, she did very good for being Shirley from What's Happening. So they got to nominate.
Gray.
Yeah, they got to nominate one person each. So Nilka says, Autumn, I nominate you. You're an appendix and soulless. Said. Well, yeah. And Salvatore, Scott, you go shit on a shovel.
Shit on a shovel. All right.
All right, so both of them had the ultimate fake out.
Classic fake out.
Both of you take off your jackets and switch. Oh! All Alright, so you know what happens. They're going to be hated and ostracized on each team, so it should be fun. Next time, both teams got a little sabotage going on, and all Hell's Kitchen breaks loose. Till next week.
Arrivederci.